Well, hello and welcome to our tomato plant area. Today we're actually going to be planting a new tomato plant because these ones are not doing so well. So at first they were doing well, and then we noticed that the leaves started turning yellow. You can see here, mainly it started at the bottom. So we thought it was a nitrogen deficiency. Try adding some nitrogen, and that worked for a while, but then started noticing these black spots, and you can kind of see that along the stems here. And we trimmed up the bottom here, all of the dying stems and leaves. We left the good growth up here, but you can see that even these leaves are starting to turn black and have that yellow discoloration. And so we're thinking it's infected with the blight. And we're not sure if originally, we actually had a really bad storm a couple weeks ago that caused these stems to split and almost acting as an open wound. We're not sure if that's what allowed this infection in to the plant. We first tried spraying down all of this with a baking soda water mixture. We're thinking we need to do it on a more regular basis, like once a week, because we're just in such a humid region. And you'll also notice that we have a marigold plant here and a basil plant here because they're companion plants, and those will help to repel some of the insects that like to come eat up the tomato plants. And this is like the biggest marigold plant that we have ever grown. It is massive. And just want to point out the planter here too. We have our automated watering system hooked up here, and this tube goes down to the bottom. There's a grate in the bottom of this planter, and all of the water will fill the bottom and it'll be absorbed up into the soil, up into the plant. We had a really good luck with this planter last year, and really good luck with the tomato plant last year, unlike this year. So today we're going to be planting we went and bought a new fresh tomato plant. We're going to be planting this in our raised bed area over here right next to the cucamelon. So tomato plant will go over here. And we have a loofah plant here that Anthony really wanted me to point out. It's flowering. And we're excited to get some loofah sponges hopefully this year that we can use. So we started the raised bed right here, and then we repurposed this chain link fence to grow our vining plants on. We'll probably talk about what these are in another video. But just everywhere in the backyard is just clay and gravel. So what we've done is along here is we've used right in front of the fence, all the way through here, we used a pickaxe to then dig up all of the clay and gravel, and we just set some gardening soil in there, and then we put mulch on top of all of it, so you can see the garden soil under here. And what are you adding right now, Anthony?
This is just some slow feed fertilizer.
And you can get that at your local hardware store.
Probably want to say garden center.
And you can get that at your local garden center.
He's gonna help us dig, apparently. He'll be safe from the birds in the hole.
Okay, good. Get out of here. Interesting story about the bonnie plants is we were in line buying this, and the people in front of us were buying some bonnie plants, and they wanted to see if they could get it marked down because the plants were looking sad. And the cashier said that they can't mark them down because they don't even own the plants. It's Bonnie plants. And whenever the plants get too sad and are beyond repair, Bonnie plants just throws them away. So little side note there. So there we go. And he's gonna get a good watering. We're gonna let everything get a good watering. You can see we've got this soaker hose going under here. That'll give everything a good watering.